Hello everyone, I'm Renowned Zero. We are back again talking about Dale Keon apparently making a statement based on all this Mandy Summers business, as well as EvS confirming that he is indeed not quitting TrashCast, although he did make a clip yesterday saying, that he was quitting TrashCast. It was too much to watch these guys, but once the gravy train goes on and you make the money from continuing to drama farm, and you see that it's making more money than what you're actually supposed to be doing, which is being a comic book artist and writer, you're going to continue to keep doing the drama farming thing because it's giving you that dopamine hit. It's going to give you that money. And then clearly he's making more money doing that rather than actually making comics because, as I've said before, to me, he's now a washed-up comic pro. EvS is, because he seems to have no passion or anything left for the comic book industry, although he showed a clip of him having Snowman, right? He has Snowman that he's shipping out 2 years late. And people have already stopped caring. And of course, people are telling me I'm counting another man's money by simply reading the total sales number of Yara number 1 and other Ripaverse campaigns that are public information. I'm allowed to do that. That's not counting a man's money. That's literally just counting a number on the screen and being like, wow, it's impressive that this person is making this much money. I'm cheering on the success of the Ripaverse because I'm a part of the fandom. And there are benchmarks in this case, which is akin to stretch goals on a Kickstarter or an Indiegogo, saying, look at all this money it's making. I'm not jealous that this person is making all this money. I'm cheering on this person for making all this money in a venture that they've never dived into before. So again, Yara number 1 at $1.374 million, over 10,000 purchasers and over 17,000 books sold. Just under a month away from the campaign ending and everyone getting their stuff. Blade Devil 2, Chains of Blood. This is also another campaign that I quote-unquote count the money for, even though I'm just reading a number on the screen and saying, back this book, I believe in this book. I promote things that I purchased and backed myself. And this is one of those things. I'm completely backing Blade Devil 2 because I loved Blade Devil 1. So I'm getting all the covers. End of story. If you want to get in on this, though, it's a great story. Written by Raging Golden Eagle and drawn by ToxicManBaby over on Twitter. You can get in on Blade Devil 1 over here at Sick Fox Studios Unlimited. You can also get on this new campaign by Vaughn Coleman, his first venture into the comic book industry with Phenomenova issue number 1, Lightning Strikes. Currently sitting at 9,400, 148 backers. That's awesome. I'm hoping this hits 10,000. That would be a great success for Vaughn on his first comic book backing. So now, we have this here. This whole thing that came out from Dale Keon. It says here, watch the clip of Dale Keon talking about Phil writing Pitt, then read his new tweet, news article below. So the clip is this. We'll go ahead and listen to it.
It always sucked that Pitt ended at issue 20. I thought there were some cool storylines being set.
It was all set
that
up.
point.
It was on a cliffhanger, man. We got introduced to
Dude,
that necromancer character that was like being prophesied
No,
throughout
dude.
the whole series.
all that stuff's coming back in the new series.
Yes.
I mean, I'm working with Phil Diaz. We're working on a Pitt story,
No shit.
and he's reading all the
breaking
issues.
news
He's
right
pulling.
there.
Yeah, he's getting kind of meta, you know.
Oh damn.
Oh shit.
Hell yeah. All right.
No, but I mean, if Phil has great ideas. Phil Diaz. This is to you, buddy.
And you can even read it from Phil Diaz himself saying, last night Dale Keon announced that I'll be writing the next Pitt series with him for the big comeback. This was on the down low for 8 months. It is such an amazing opportunity that I could not have had without Comicsgate. And this was back in 2022 of April. So now we're going to go back to these tweets here that were put up by Dale Keon just recently, I think as of today. In regards to the Pitt Omnibus, I was uncomfortable giving that amount of power over my project to 2 people that I honestly didn't know as well as I should have in this situation. No one got in my head or influenced these decisions. No one controls my IPs but me. Finally, every working relationship I've had in Comicsgate has been strictly professional. Not speaking on several situations has led to many false accusations. Need to be clear. First and foremost, Pitt belongs to me and no one else. It is not owed to anyone. I decided long ago that I wanted to write Pitt myself. A long time ago, you wanted Phil to write it, as based on the clip that we played. and was not in need of a writer. Consider it buyer's remorse. I am also not ready to pursue the task of taking it on right now anyway. So that's the contradiction that Student of God is pointing out. Shout out to Student of God. So Joe Ball points out, yep, to the point, Phil was trying to hunt down old Pit art that was lost in time for the Pit omnibus. Do people want an omnibus filled with scans from actual comics? Yikes. You need the original art or scans of the OG art, tons of hours, days, months, flushed down the drain. Now think about EvS talking about Dillard. Yeah, think about that indeed. So, we actually got this clip from Night Ronin, shout out to him, and then Wade the Water, shout out to him, giving me a fuller clip that was posted by Eliza Clips. You know, Night Ronin is saying TrashCast will continue according to EvS. So let's go ahead and watch this clip.
Loaded question, I guess. Give us the grand vision of Ripaverse. What
You
world?
weren't kidding when you said loaded. Jesus.
Give us everything.
There's a lot to unpack there, but I think you're the man.
Next
You're the
3
man
hours.
to explain it as
3
succinctly
hours,
as possible.
3 consecutive.
So this has Andrew from the Ripaverse, has Literature Devil, Alice Matt, I don't know who this person is, and then you got Mike S. Miller.
Days.
You
Jeez.
have 30 seconds, sir. Go.
Okay, a retard from Dallas, Texas decided to copy Comicsgate and come up with something he called the Ripaverse. He named it after him.
He didn't copy you, you clowns. His stuff's doing better than your stuff. You copied, if anything, you copied Battletoads. If you want to talk about anybody copying anything, you copied Battletoads, my dude. So, we want to talk about anything about copying, we should look at your stuff first. Yeah.
Himself. He made a bunch of bland ripoffs of Marvel and DC characters without any heroism or personality. He has no idea how to tell stories, story structure, anything like that.
From what I can tell, your stories aren't shit either. From what I've heard, and I've read reviews on your Cyberfrog books, people have said your storytelling is absolutely trash. Artwork is fine, storytelling is trash. A bunch of ripoffs, I highly doubt it. Nobody's been able to really show what ripoffs you're talking about, but I understand you have a bias towards Eric anyway, so everything you say isn't going to matter because you have a complete bias against someone who's doing better than you at your own craft.
Told his audience of credulous fans that he was going to defeat Marvel and DC. He said,
He's never once said that. Please, shut the f*** up, EvS. He's never once said that statement, ever. You fucking clown.
We will win. We will be great. And he extracted all of the...
And clowns like this, so like saying that be great is the same thing as saying do better. He literally has a song called Be Great. What is so horrible about someone saying be great? Because clearly you're not being great. You're being an absolute fucking moron.
Their money, and he spent, so far, up to date, to this moment, he has spent $8 million producing 3 of the worst comic books in recent memory.
Yeah, he definitely spent $8 million on making comics. Again, do you have access to his bank accounts? Do you have access to his back end? Do you have access to the money he has? Do you have access to his records, his financial records? If you don't, please shut up. Stop talking. 3 of the worst comics? Yeah, because Superman getting graped by a kryptonite pole up his rear end is definitely not worse. One More Day definitely wasn't terrible. Those books definitely weren't absolute trash. Again, it's your opinion, you clown. You're allowed to have that opinion and say that something is terrible, but you're being biased. We all see it. Anyone who's seen you recently in the last couple of months, you have a bias against Eric July because he's doing better than you, making more money than you, having a more successful business than you, actually producing books that people want, actually getting the product out on time, instead of being a slacking drama tube weirdo, constantly looking through every single move that anyone from the Ripaverse is making. You're a clown. You are essentially a lolcow at this point. You're literally watching every single move that a competitor is doing and talking about it because you have no real content because your books are not getting to customers' hands.
And ND Andrew here, his job is to sort of be the Joseph Goebbels, I guess, of Ripaverse and make that make sense to people. That's the grand plan. Now, I did that in about 3 minutes, but I guess you could do 3 days of it. On the other hand, I've done 54 episodes of TrashCast to get into it as well, so.
Yeah, because you're a loser. You're a washed-up comic pro who sits here and cries about somebody else being more successful, nipping at the ankles of someone who's more successful than you'll ever be. You were all for Eric until he started making more money and doing better than you and actually producing product he promised to produce.
Maybe you could expand upon it, but that's the quick version of it. That's the quick situation.
No, that's the crackhead bias version that you created in your own head because you're a fucking delusional piece of garbage.
Oh, yeah, we got a black libertarian who has basically become the only black friend to a bunch of white people who watch his YouTube channel.
I'm Puerto Rican, you fucking racist piece of shit. So, go f*** yourself.
He's basically the Barack Obama of indie comics.
No, that's you. That's you. Because Barack Obama made promises he never kept, whereas Trump made promises that he actually kept. So, in that sense, Eric July would be the Trump of comics, and you would be the Barack Obama of comics, because, like I just said, Trump made promises that he kept, and Barack Obama made promises he didn't keep. So that would be you. Stop deflecting from your failures.
White, guilty, whether they know it or not, liberals are supporting him because it makes them feel good about themselves. And when you tell them, when you say...
So that would mean you were supporting him because it made him feel good? So you're basically telling on yourself. We all know you're a racist deep down. You clearly hate Eric because he's black. You've already admitted this plenty of times.
His comics stink, he's horrible, and his stuff is garbage. They say, why are you jealous of a black man's business? And that's how you know that you're exactly right of your assessment of the situation.
You're not correct. You literally just admitted you're a clown and that you've admitted before. And you said people only like Eric because he's black. That's racist. You fucking clown.
It's entirely about his race and how it makes them feel good to support the business of a black...
You've literally brought up his race. You've literally brought up his race.
Black man, even if that business is in producing shit, it's in shit production.
You're literally not producing shit. You have 8 late campaigns, you fucking idiot. You fucking retard. What planet do you live on that the Ripaverse isn't producing product and somehow you're producing product? You have 8 late campaigns, but somehow the person who's already got 3 books out from a startup company that's only been around for a year and a half and about to fulfill a 4th campaign and then drop a 5th book right after that campaign ends, somehow that person is not producing, but you're producing? No. Absolutely not. And this is why you're a fucking clown. And this is why I put this out on YouTube. Because fucking clowns like you need to be called out for your absolute BS. So I also bring up this person who seems to always quote tweet me anytime I mention anything I saw him, because of course he's one of those flip-flopping weirdos that liked it until EvS didn't like it. So you got all the tweets right here where he's like, oh, coffee talk with Tom Tuttle, got my latte, firing up Isom 1, saying how badass he is, and saying here's his take, here's all he likes the action, the dialogue's great, the art's great, all this other good stuff, and then now he's like, I think online bad spelling and grammar coupled with love of it make Ripaverse products are a sign of low intelligence. Yeah, just another one of the clowns that flip-flopped when EvS did, because it's exactly what happened. Anytime EvS said something, everyone just flip-flopped at the exact same time. All the other clowns that have been exposed for flip-flopping, like him, like Jay Bombacuk, like Vonster, all these people have flip-flopped just because this one person said that you should do that and supposedly exposed this book for Mafidi assets, supposedly. So, at the end of the day, this is all they will continue to do. This is all they ever will do. This is all EvS will ever do, is DramaTube. instead of getting his books out to the paying customer. Thank you all for checking out this video. I really do appreciate all the new subscribers, returning subscribers, new viewers, and returning viewers. If you do like this video, hit the like button, comment below how you feel about all this, subscribe for more content, consider becoming a member of the channel for just $1 a month to get access to things like emojis during live streams. If you don't want to spend the buck, don't sweat it. Just come on down to the live streams, and I appreciate you for checking out the videos. And hit the bell for notifications, set the bell to all, that way you'll get a notification anytime I post a new video or live stream, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.